Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we are reviewing FanHome's Street Fighter subscription box number 11. This includes issues 39, 40, 41, and 42, and includes the following characters: Dee Jay, Rolento, Hakan, and El Fuerte. Big shout out and thank you to FanHome for sending along for review. Greatly appreciate that. 4 magazines are included, and you also get 5 figurines with a bonus edition of Ken. So you get a new Ken figurine in this box. Let's start things off with a closer look at issue 39, which is for Dee Jay. First up, you have information about the character. You have a continuation, including a bio and a look at all of his appearances throughout the franchise. Next up is techniques and abilities. Halfway through, you have a poster with beautifully done artwork. Now you have an article about Street Fighter, which is the animated series, or one of them. Some information about Capcom games. And a continuation of that. Issue number 40 is Rolento. And to start things off, you have a look at the character. And a continuation of that, as well as a bio. And a look of all of his appearances throughout the franchise. Up next is techniques and abilities. Halfway through, you have a poster, which is beautifully done. Up next, article about Street Fighter, the animated series. Up this article, the history of Capcom, high school problems, the rival schools franchise. And a continuation, a new course, Project Justice, the sequel to Rival Schools, improved on its predecessor in every way. Here's a look at the back. And here's a look at issue 41 for Hakan. It starts off with details about the character. And a continuation of that, as well as a bio and a look at his single appearance. Techniques and abilities. And halfway through, you have a poster, which you see here. Here we have Street Fighter Alpha, the movie. The history of Capcom, Horror in the City, Resident Evil 2. And now we have The Last Survivor, Resident Evil 3. And finally, the last issue, which is number 42 for El Fuerte, who's one of the newest characters in the franchise. And it starts off with a look at the character. Here we have a continuation, a bio, and a look at his appearance. Up next, techniques and abilities. And halfway through, we have this beautifully done poster. The Legend of Street Fighter Alpha Generations. The History of Capcom, Jurassic Panic, the Dino Crisis franchise. Information about this game. And we have Giant Lizards in Outer Space, Dino Crisis 3. Here's a look at the back. Here's a look at each one of the figurines inside the box, which as you see is a window box with the same artwork that's consistently offered throughout the line. Here's your in-hand look at each of the collectibles. Ken is a free gift in this box, and he comes with a newly done pose, which you see here. Brought this down a little bit closer for you guys. He comes in his red karate outfit with a black belt. He also has a pose with one hand up, two fingers pointing up, which you see there. Taking a look at the back, he has a ponytail with a red ribbon tied to it. Facial details, very nicely done. They really did a great job on the paint apps and everything. The only issue I have with this particular figurine is that the chest looks like it's a whole other piece. It's just really placed right there. You see there's a little bit of a gap between the chest and the karate outfit. I wish they had sculpted this part particularly better, maybe all one piece, for example, but it's still very nicely done. He has yellow gloves on both hands, which you see here, blonde hair, and the bottom of his pants are torn. And just like all other figurines, his name is on the bottom there. Dee Jay comes in a great action pose with one arm up, which you see here. And he also comes with red boxing gloves, which are sculpted and painted right on both wrists. He has long pants on with the word maximum right there on the side, and as well as the other side there. The pants are orange with dark blue and light gray text right along the side there. There is a little bit of bleeding, which you see right there on the bottom of the pants, but it's very minimal. Torso, very nicely done. The side of his head has the M right there on his hair. And you see the same on the other side as well. The hair made of a soft plastic with beads at the end of it. And he also has some great facial details, which you see here, including white teeth. Up next is Rolento, who's holding his baton, and that is painted in green with red stripes on both ends. He comes in his military outfit, which is in a light green. with some red right there on the chest. Also a black harness and a black belt right around his waist there. On the back are grenades, and those are painted in dark green, which you see here. He also has a cap on, and there's a little bit of a mistake right here. Looks like they rubbed against it or something at the factory. Facial details, very nicely done, especially the scar on his face. He also has white eyes, which you see there, no pupils for whatever reason. The grenades are also on his chest on both sides here, which are the same color as the baton. The boots are dark brown, beautifully done. It's also a really nice action pose as well. And while I'm thinking of it, I forgot to show you guys the base of Dee Jay. And let's take a look at Rolento. Rolento's text is smaller right there on the side. Hakan has a bit of a Red Hulk vibe going, big, muscular, and red. The details on this figurine are just phenomenal, including all the details on his black pants here, especially the metallic gold, which you see all along here, especially the belt buckle. That is just so phenomenal. They even went ahead and painted the eyes and the teeth on that. So very, very happy with that. Let's take a look at the back of it. Back continues with the gold chains and various details. This is just so phenomenally done. It's actually one of my favorites of all the figurines as far as the paint applications. I think they just went all out on this one. The action pose, big, muscular, beautifully done. Facial details, has some hair, mustache, white eyes. You also have some more black details right on this wrist right here, and some turquoise on the other side. Bottom of the base has his name on there. And finally, we have El Fuerte, who's a Mexican fighter. A lot of really good details on this one as well, especially on the pants. You have 3 blue stars on the back. You also have some gold details right there on the front, some knee pads, which are also sculpted. The boots also have a lot of really nice painted details as well, especially the laces. His head sculpt is masked, and that's with a white mask, some dark gray deco right there, and some black hair right around the back there. He also has some elbow pads which are painted on both sides as well. The pose has one finger sticking up, which you see there. Let's take another look at that. You see the one finger sticking up. Overall, FanHome continues to do such a great job on this subscription box. Each of the figurines features some great attention to detail, especially on the likenesses and deco that fans are surely going to love. Thanks again to FanHome for sending along for a review. Greatly appreciate that. To subscribe, check out the links right below on the YouTube description or on the written portion on toyhypeusa.com. There's a number of hyperlinks that goes right to the FanHome page. I am Anthony Scott at toyhypeusa.com. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coverage.